Hello, and welcome to the next session of the Onshape tutorials. Today, we're going to be looking at the difference between parts and features and how we can mirror each of them individually. So, um, what you can do, you're going to pause the video and you're going to draw up an L shape object extruded in the top left hand quadrant of your front plane. I'm going to leave it up to you whether you want to make another tab or just pick off on the tab we started last session. Okay, pause the video until you've done that. Right, okay, so I'm now going to talk to you about the difference between parts and features. A part is a standalone piece, a standalone part that has nothing else attached to it. This is a part that I've got here, and if I look down here, it says part one. If I click it, it selects the whole thing. I can add things to this part. I can sketch a circle, and I can extrude it. And as long as it's touching or coming off or on this, coming off or going into this part, it remains as that part. When I click the part, it's going to highlight. I can mirror that part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I'm off all my modes. I'm not in sketch, I'm not in extrude, I'm not in feature. Just press escape to make sure you're out of everything. And then what you're going to do, you're going to go to the top, and midway along, you're going to go to a tool that looks very similar to what we were using last week or last session, and that's just called the mirror tool. Now, the difference is we can now mirror a 3D object. So again, like we did last session, I'm going to use the right plane as my mirror. So I'm going to click on the mirror tool. It's going to ask me what part I want to mirror. I've only got one part at the minute, so I'm going to click on this part. And then I'm going to need to click on my mirror plane. I need to actually click in this field. It's not going to auto select. I need to click where it says mirror plane. Then I click on my mirror plane, zoom in, select it so the mirror plane goes orange. And there you go. I can mirror it there. And then I can mirror it in the top plane. So if I click on mirror, I might need to rotate it so I can see my top plane. Oh, click on, I need to click on entities to mirror first. I want to mirror that. I also want to mirror this part. I want to mirror both of them. You can see it comes up as part one and part two. I click on mirror plane, click on the top, and they appear underneath. Okay, I'm just going to press Ctrl Z just to take us back a little bit. When we wanted to move the actual mirror, that plane, when we were sketching, what we did is we just drew a line where we wanted that mirror to be. Now we're working in 3D. It doesn't quite work like that. It's not as simple. What I need to do is make a new plane. Um, so I can I can mirror it off any existing flat surface. I click my mirror tool. I want to mirror that. I want to mirror it around this flat surface. And it just reflects it straight on like that. And it might even still consider that the same part because technically it's touching and it doesn't need to create a new part for that. But if I wanted to mirror it all the way over here, for whatever reason, I need to create a new surface, a new plane. So we did talk about how to do this a few videos ago. I'm going to click on my plane tool at the top. And I'm going to I can click on the right plane. I can click on this plane. I can click on this surface. Any surface that's parallel to the right plane, I can click on. And it will allow me to offset that any nominal distance. I'm just going to click and drag it to, uh, let's call it 65 mil. And now I've just got another, it's effectively a mirror display now. Click mirror, click part, click mirror plane, click on my mirror, and there we go. Please note the sketches are a bit more sensitive to how many clicks you do than your features or your part mirrors. So don't be too concerned about the exact number of clicks you take when you're mirroring solid objects. Okay, Um, Now, this is the bit where it gets a little bit complicated. I want to mirror just this cylinder so it appears on this surface. So if I look at it from this perspective, it's symmetrical. We've got a few issues here. First one is I can't mirror. If I click mirror and I click on the cylinder, it selects the whole thing, the whole part. So what we need to do is just go into the top bit, and I'll tell you that I always forget to do this. It's so easy to forget. You've got a drop down where it says mirror tool right under there. It says part mirror. Your mirror will always default to the whole part. You just click on the drop down. You can click on feature mirror. And what this does, it will mirror a feature, which is an extrude, a fillet, a chamfer, something that's revolved. It will mirror that feature. So I can now hover over either this extrude, which we did at the beginning to make our 3D shape, or this, and I can just click it in this sidebar. I can either click it there, I can hover over it, I'll hover over it, mirror plane. If I click the back, right, I've got a bit of an issue here. And that issue is this cylinder goes all the way through my shape, and it's mirrored that in this plane. So it's going to go all the way. Let's say we've got about what 50 mil there. It's just going to mirror just that 50 mil of cylinder out the other side. And I don't want that. That's too long. So we need to do something a bit clever. Now, the problem I've got is that what I'm actually mirroring it in, the mirror I'm using, so the front plane, is actually not in the center of my shape. Yeah, if you imagine I wanted to mirror this so this shape was symmetrical, I would need the mirror to be right down the center here. So what I need to do is I need to put a new plane in, and it needs to be on the center. So um, first of all, we just need to, let's change that to 60. Um, so this line here, the thickness of this shape as viewed from the top is 60. That means I need to offset my front plane by 30 millimeters. So I've got a plane intersecting the middle of this 3D object. So I click on my front plane, I click on my plane tool, and now it defaults to 25, which is nearly there, but not quite. I just need to type that to 30, because 30 is half of 60. And if I view this from above, we will see this line, and you'll see it snaps to the middle point there. This line is exactly in the middle of my shape. And now I should be able to do it. I can check the mirror tool. Remember to change part to feature. Click on my cylinder. Click on mirror plane field. And now if I'm careful, I can select this plane. And it mirrors it with that being the center of the shape. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've got a minute or two left. I'm just going to show you a way we can avoid that entirely. And this isn't always straightforward to do. It's not always the most obvious thing, but I find more often than not, it's quite useful. When I extrude it in the first place, so I had my sketch. I think I did this before you came on, but I had my sketch, and then I just clicked extrude, and it extrudes it for me out of that front plane. This I find is more and more useful the more I use Onshape. It is this field or this checkbox that says symmetric. All this will do, if you look at the side view, instead of pulling it 60 mil out in one direction, it will pull it equally in both directions over that plane. So, for example, we can pull it out, and you see it comes out both sides. So if I set that back to 60, I've got 30 mil on one side 30 mil on the other side. Check the tick. Now I can use the front plane to mirror my feature because my whole shape is lying over, not on one side of, my mirror plane. So if I check mirror, nope, if I check mirror plane and I change part to feature, click my feature, and now select my front plane, you'll see that should be exactly symmetrical because I've moved everything across the plane. Okay, we'll leave it there for today. Check in for the next tutorial soon. Thank you.